Hi friends, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be discussing 6 brand new updates in regards to air travel in case you find yourself flying the friendly skies sooner than later. Especially with summer travel kicking off with Memorial Day, there are some changes that have occurred and you'll want to know about these before you get to the airport. So if you are brand new to my channel, a very special welcome indeed to you. And welcome back if you are returning. My name is Alana Zingano. If you want to be a part of my community, I frequently post new videos, keeping you up to date with travel, cruise news, cruise vlogs, live streams, and so much more. If you're interested in any of those topics, you're going to want to subscribe and hit that red notification button so you don't miss my next video. So it's important to note that given the fluidity of the pandemic, advice, rules, regulations have changed quite a few times. And at the time of filming, on May 23rd, these are the current regulations. For additional current updates, you can visit TSA.gov for more. TSA's administrator, Dave Pekoski, said in a statement that the TSA will continue to evaluate its security measures with an eye towards making smart, timely decisions benefiting the health and safety as well as the traveler experience. So travelers, beware that these security measures could have evolved by the time you travel. So you want to check those updates. Before we break it down on those 6 changes, you can expect to see some of these to already be in effect. TSA has started implementing them across many large airport hubs, and they'll continue to see these changes popping up at all airports nationwide by mid-June. So let's get into those updates coming from TSA, or the Transportation Security Administration. This week, they announced 6 changes to the security screening process. The first change is that TSA officers will be able to limit the amount of physical contact from travelers. They will be practicing social distancing whenever possible without compromising security, of course, thus keeping the health and safety of all TSA staff and the traveling public in mind. The TSA will ask that travelers keep an appropriate amount of distance between other travelers and everyone passing through the checkpoints. Be on the lookout for markings on the floor to help you keep your distance. The breakdown of this change is that it is intelligently designed to allow TSA officers to do their job and other different functions with fewer touch points and limited interaction than previously before. Change number 2, travelers will now be able to bring up to 1 bottle of 12-ounce liquid of hand sanitizer through the TSA checkpoint. So this does away with the previous limitation of 1 3.4-ounce limit. You will have to take it out of your bag or your purse and put it in a tray so it can go through the scanner. Change number 3. TSA officers will no longer be handling boarding passes. Instead, us passengers will scan our boarding passes and then hold it up to the officer so they can inspect it without touching it. Change number 4, all TSA officers will be wearing masks. And while it's not an absolute requirement for passengers, it will be encouraged for members of the public to do so as well. Officers may ask some to take off their mask for security confirmation to compare it to your picture. Even though TSA doesn't require and only encourages you to wear a mask, you may want to check with your local airport. For example, Phoenix Airport has made it mandatory for anyone in the airport to wear a mask. Also, the majority of airlines have also made requirements that they're asking you to wear a mask upon arrival to the airport as well. Change number 5. If you are a snacker and you like to bring any carry-on food to avoid the pricey airport snacks, you will now need to place that food into a clear plastic bag and then place it into a bin separately for it to be scanned. And now there are loads of benefits to being a TSA PreCheck member, and this is one of them. You can mark it off as one more benefit to the list, with it being able to keep your food inside your bag if you're a TSA PreCheck member. And side note, if you don't have TSA, I highly recommend it. Change number 6. Now with this next change, it's going to be more important now than ever if you're going to want to pay attention to what's inside your bag when you're packing. I'm speaking to those of us who could be forgetful and put items that should be in our checked suitcase and not in our carry-on. TSA is stressing that anytime a passenger does have any prohibited items in their bag, officers may direct you back to the outside of the security to remove that item, and then you get back into the end of the line. So officers will need to touch the contents inside a carry-on bag much less frequently, reducing the amount of potential cross-contamination. So travelers, you'll have the easiest time with this change if you double check that your carry-on includes nothing of those prohibited items, as this will definitely be a pain to go back to the end of the line. And with this, the TSA is also recommending that when travelers empty their pockets prior to going through security, they put their wallets, phone, and other personal items into their carry-ons instead of the security bin, another move to eliminate touch points at security. So those are the 6 changes that have occurred with TSA and security screening at the airport. If you find yourself traveling by plane in the near future, I hope you found this video helpful. I'm curious as to what your summer plans are, and do you foresee any travel at all, or any specifically with air travel in your near future? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give the video a big thumbs up. It really does help. And I suggest you check out these other 2 videos as well. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, ciao for now.